Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those incidents affect our daily lives. Listen, y'all, we've got a trailer for Bel Air for episode 8, I believe. Episode 8. I believe it's episode 8. So we had a trailer for episode 8 and I watched it. So I just wanted to kind of go over what my next episode predictions are. So as the trailer opens up, we see Will greeting his mother coming from off a private plane. Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv don't play, do they? So she's coming off a private plane because apparently it is going to be Will's birthday and they're going to be celebrating Will's birthday. She gets off the plane. He's very excited to see his mother, and she's like, I'm not going to miss your 17th birthday, which is cool. Then we shoot to a scene. I may not do this in order because I just, I watched it. So then we shoot to a scene with Hillary talking to her parents about the Thirsty Chef video. And her father is, as it would be expected, he's not pleased with that. He wants that video taken down. She's arguing that, it's furthering her career and she wants to be able to think about it and how it affects her. And they mention, well, how does it affect the rest of the family? Why I say that is because it then cuts to a scene of Philip out on the golf course with someone he is trying to solicit a donation or a what do they call that in politics? Anyway, I'm going to say donation right now, but there's another word for it. But he's soliciting a donation, and the man says, you need to get your family together. So, you're talking about Hillary with her tape. You're talking about Will and Carlton when they threw that party that was that had to be broken up by the police. Then you shoot to a scene between Will and his mom, and his mom is explaining to his mom that well, let me go back. Because there was a scene where Will and Carlton were speaking, and Carlton was telling basically that Will that ever since he got up here, he has uprooted his life. And I think from that conversation, something came mention about. I have a feeling like Carlton made some mention about you taking my dad away from me or something to that effect, because then we cut to a scene where Will is talking to his mom about wanting to know more about his father, and he's like, it's been 14 years, I have a right to know what's going on with my father. Then we cut to this scene between Vi and Viv, child. And Vi says, well, I think I'm going to tell Will about his father. And Vivian said, do you think that's wise? Do you think we should do this? So, baby, here's what I think that's going to go on. That was the trailer. Here's what I think is going to go on. I think, again, I have said this before, and this is just my prediction about this whole campaign. I do not think Philip is going to win this campaign. I just don't. I think he's setting himself up for a judgeship, but I don't think that he is going to win this campaign. I think with that scene with Carlton talking to Will, I think he's basically telling Will that everything that I had going on that I thought that I was doing and doing effectively, it got turned upside down when you came here. You've taken, basically I'm thinking he's going to say you've taken my friends, you've upset my life at school, you took my girl, and you're taking my mom and my dad. And, maybe you should go to your own dad. How come you can't go to your father and do some stuff? I think something like that is going to happen, which is then going to, it's going to be said in a nasty way, but it's going to be said in a way that Will is going to go to his mother and ask him, hey, why did my dad leave? What's going on with my father? Why am I not with my father? Why is my father not in my life? I think those kind of questions are going to start cropping up. And because it is either one of three things. Will's father is in prison. Will's father, they were young when they had Will. He left. He didn't want to be with Will. And then now he has matured and he has a whole new family somewhere. And Will doesn't equate in that family. Or that Will's father has some kind of mental health issue. Those are my three predictions about what's going on with Will. Will's father. Or maybe there was some issues between Vi and Will's father. There may have been some domestic violence or something to that effect could come on. Now, my real wide prediction is Will is not Vi's child at all. He's Vivian's. But that's just a real wild prediction. But no, I don't think that that's it. I assume the one that I am pretty much going with is I think that Will's father got caught up in some stuff and he went to jail, and Philip tried to help him out and it did not work. Yada, 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 yada. That's what I think it's going to be. With Hillary, Miss Hillary, I think Hillary's going to keep that video up. I think Hillary is going to compromise what her vision is for her brand. And she's going to make the decision to keep the video up. But what I do think is her father going to come to her and say, honeybee, this is not who we talked about and who you say you are. And if this, you can come home and you can do the videos that you want to do, but you don't have to compromise yourself like that. If she wants. Don't know. Don't know what she's going to do. But I do think whatever her father says, it's going to have a really big influence on her. More so than her mom. And that's just the way I feel. I think Carlton, in regards to Lisa, I think he's just going to have to let that go. Now, I will tell you, I don't like that. I don't like Will and Lisa doing all of that. I think that they should have had a conversation with Carlton. Not that I would, if he had been accepting of it, then, if he likes it, I love it. I still don't like it. But, I mean, if he's okay with it, then everybody is okay with it. I think Carlton is going to just basically let Will know that he's kind of uprooted his life and he's feeling some kind of way about that. He was already having a lot of anxiety issues just dealing with the life that he had. And once he thought he had sculpted a nice little section for him, here comes Will and he turns it all upside down. So I think that they're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I think that they're going to continue to build their relationship. I just think that they're going to have some deep conversation, and Will is going to have to be responsible of talking to Carlton and them forming that little bond as a brother. He is going to have to precipitate that because he's the one that has come in and made things a little uneven. We didn't see Ashley, so I don't know what's going on with Ashley. I can just predict and assume that she's trying to navigate her way through her feelings with Lucia. Aunt Viv, I think she is going to be working on that fellowship. And I think she's going to get the fellowship, and her getting that fellowship, she's going to be going across the country. And old Reed, old light skins, he is going to go with her, because you remember my prediction, which didn't start off as mine. I will continue to say that. But I think that there is going to be a compromising situation, and she is going to get pregnant, and she's not going to know if it's Phillips or Reed. Or there may be I'm not going to say she's not going to know. I think what it is that Philip is going to have some trepidations because of the fact that he may see them in a compromising position, like Reed may kiss her or something to that effect. Those are my predictions on that. So that's all I got from the trailer. We will watch the episode on Thursday, and on that day that I will do a reaction video of what we've seen. Let me know down here in the comments of what predictions do you have for episode 8, child. And let me know in the comments, and if you like what you see on this channel, please give me a like. Please comment below and subscribe. If you are already subscribed, please hit that notification bell. And as always, people, bye-bye.